And that takes me to something else that is not talked about a lot again, which is postpartum depression. And just like depression is less understood, postpartum is really not understood, because you're meant to be the happiest person in the world because you have just delivered this bundle of joy. But there's very little room made for the darkness, the sadness, and the really difficult emotions people go through right after, where they don't even want to be with their child. This is a real thing. It is acknowledged in the West from years ago. It's now garnering steam to be acknowledged in India as well. I could be feeling this. Now, what we have to bear is that no one is going to get us. We will have to explain it. We will have to say, this is what I'm going through. And if there was a doctor who could say, yes, you have this, then I think it would be understood. But when we see people who are suffering with postpartum depression, they don't want to go back to their children. And that's okay. Somebody has to say it's okay for you not to be desperate to go back and sit with your child, because you're feeling all these things like a darkness. And I think, again, a lot of room needs to be made for the darkness, which is only ever seen as light. And I think that puts so much pressure on people to be happy all the time, to be robust all the time, when they're really not feeling it from within.
This is very true. When you said those words, I think I felt like you were talking to me, because my postpartum depression was exactly like that. When I felt somebody up on the third day came to see the baby, and they got like a little gift, and then on top of that there was a label which said, like, dearest whatever, and it said, welcome to the bundle of joy, something like that they had said. And I held that packet in my hand, and I'm like, I'm not feeling this.
I'm feeling joy.
I'm not feeling this. So is there something wrong with me? Why am I not feeling like people are saying, oh my God, bundle of joy? I'm not feeling that. And I when you said that, I just literally had goosebumps, because I felt like you were talking to me, because I felt it. I really felt it. And blamed myself for many years, thinking, how was I thinking like that? But as the sleep improved, the sleep cycle got better. Within 3 months, I got better. But the feelings are real, and they can be very dark.
And I really appreciate you sharing that here. Because I can feel something going on in this moment, and you're sharing it. And if I might use this as an example, just talking about this doesn't change what happened then, but there's a little feeling of relief. That all those years back, I was right. There's a little validation, because that's what happens over time. We begin to feel like we are going crazy. And when someone validates us and says, no, me too, something is exchanged in that moment. And there are so many people who are out there saying, I know what you mean. That's all it is. It's just one line saying, I get you. I know what you mean. I've been there as well.